Namaste. Welcome to Samveda e-learning program. Now we are discussing a chapter of science from 9th standard. Today is the continued session of the chapter The Fundamental Unit of Life. Today's discussion will be between the pure textbook, notebook and writing materials ready to note down the points of discussion. It is third session and the last session of the chapter. Before going to our discussion, let us try to recapitulate what we have learnt in the previous session. In the previous session, we have discussed about transport across membrane, which include osmosis and diffusion. We have even discussed about cell wall, nucleus, about prokaryotic and eukaryotic organisms. Let us now know what are the learning points of today's session. In today's class, we are going to learn about cytoplasm, cell organelles that include endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, mitochondria, plastids and vacuoles. We are also going to learn about plant cells and animal cells. What is cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is a fluid content which is present inside the cell membrane in between cell membrane and nucleus. This cytoplasm will contain tiny structures specialized to perform specific functions, and those tiny structures are called as cell organelles. Let us understand about cell organelles. These cell organelles are the components of the cell. They are present inside the cell membrane. Children, you are aware that in multicellular organism there is division of labor. Whereas in case of unicellular organism, single cell must perform all the activities. Therefore, in case of unicellular organism, single cell has designed in such a way that there are tiny structures to perform specific function. Hence, in a single cell, division of labor is brought by these cell organelles. Cell organelles perform specific function in a cell to bring about division of labor. Based on outer covering, there are two types of cell organelles. They are membrane bound cell organelle and membrane-less cell organelle. Now, let us learn about various cell organelles present in the cells. First one, endoplasmic reticulum. Children, let us try to understand meaning of the term endoplasmic reticulum. Endo means inside, plasmic means plasma membrane. Inside the plasma membrane, these structures are present. What is the meaning of reticulum? Reticulum means network-like. So, endoplasmic reticulum is large network of membrane-bound tubes and sheets present inside the cytoplasm. It looks like oblong bags or long tubules. Children, look at the image here. Surrounding the nucleus, there are some creamish structures which are like oblong bags or tubes. Those oblong bags or tubes are nothing but endoplasmic reticulum. Membrane of endoplasmic reticulum is similar to the structure of plasma membrane. Based on its structure, there are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. They are smooth endoplasmic reticulum, in short called as SER. Another one, rough endoplasmic reticulum, in short RER. Why are they called as smooth and rough? That is because rough endoplasmic reticulum will have ribosomes on its surface, which makes its appearance rough under microscope. Here you can see some endoplasmic reticulums which have red color structures on its membrane. That red color structures are nothing but ribosomes. endoplasmic reticulum having ribosomes are called as RER, that is rough endoplasmic reticulum. Whereas smooth endoplasmic reticulum lack ribosome, hence it appears smooth under microscope. Here in the picture you can even identify smooth endoplasmic reticulum. There it is not having any ribosomes. Now let us move forward to understand about functions of endoplasmic reticulum. What are the functions of endoplasmic reticulum? Ribosomes present on the rough endoplasmic reticulum helps in manufacturing of proteins. Ribosomes are mainly called as protein factories of the cell. These protein factories, which are located on the endoplasmic reticulum, help in manufacture of proteins. Whereas smooth endoplasmic reticulum helps in manufacture of lipid or fat molecules. These proteins and lipids produced on the endoplasmic reticulum are used in building up of membrane. Some of these proteins and lipids helps in building up of plasma membrane. That process of building up of plasma membrane is called as membrane biogenesis. Children, in your previous session, you have learned that cell membrane is made up of proteins and lipids. So, who provide proteins and lipids for building up of cell membrane? It is endoplasmic reticulum. So, endoplasmic reticulum is involved in membrane biogenesis. Let us understand some other functions of endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum serves as channels for transport of materials between various regions of cytoplasm. You have seen that it is network-like. As it is having network-like structure, it helps in transport of materials from one end of the cell to the other end. It functions as cytoplasmic framework, providing surface for many biochemical activities. As it is having large surface, that also helps for providing surface for some biochemical activities. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum in liver cell of vertebrates helps in detoxifying many poisons and drugs. Children, do you know what are vertebrates? Vertebrates are those which have backbone. In these organisms which have backbone, they will have smooth endoplasmic reticulum in the liver cells. That helps for detoxifying the poisons. Now, let us learn about another cell organelle, that is Golgi apparatus. Why the name Golgi apparatus? That is because it was first discovered by a scientist called Camillo Golgi. It consists of system of membrane bound vesicles arranged parallel to each other in stalks called cisterns. This is also a membrane bound cell organelle. Look at the structure, children. On the sides there are spherical structures which are called as vesicles. Membrane of Golgi apparatus is in connection with membrane of endoplasmic reticulum. That means Golgi apparatus are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. Now let us know what are the functions of Golgi apparatus. Just before I said that Golgi apparatus is in connection with endoplasmic reticulum. So, materials that are synthesized in the endoplasmic reticulum is packaged and dispatched to various targets with the help of Golgi apparatus. So, function of the Golgi apparatus is to receive the material synthesized in the ER and pack it and dispatch it to the various parts of cell. It also stores the materials synthesized by ER. It modifies the materials and pack the products, dispatch it to the required targets. Golgi apparatus also helps in converting some simple sugars into complex sugars. These Golgi apparatus receives material synthesized by endoplasmic reticulum and packs and forms lysosomes that plays very important role in the cell. So, Golgi apparatus helps in formation of lysosomes. This is the structure of Golgi apparatus. You can see there are outgoing vesicles which include the material manufactured by ER that is being modified, packed and dispatching to the various targets of the cell. Now children, let us learn about another cell organelle called as lysosomes. What are lysosomes? Lysosomes play very important role in the cell. They are membrane bound sacs filled with digestive enzymes. We have studied about digestive enzymes in our previous classes. It helps in digestion of food materials. These lysosomes form waste disposal system of the cell. It helps in keeping the cell clean by digesting foreign materials and worn out cell organelles. A cell is having some worn out damaged cell organelles. Those worn out damaged cell organelles will be cleaned up by these lysosomes. They contain powerful digestive enzymes that are capable of breaking down all the organic materials. So, lysosomes play the function of excretion in case of cell. They form excretory system of the cell. These lysosomes are given a nickname. They are called as suicidal bags of the cell. Children, can you guess why lysosomes are called as suicidal bags? That is because when the cell gets damaged, lysosomes will burst out and it releases enzymes into the cell and start digesting own cell. Therefore, they are called as suicidal bags of the cell. I will show you an image that can help you to understand suicidal bags of the cell in better way. Look at this image. In this image, white color structure represent cell. This white color structure, that is cell, if it is damaged, then lysosomes come into action. Blue color structure here is lysosome. That lysosome burst out and is releasing red color digestive enzymes to the cell. That red color digestive enzymes will help in digesting the entire cell, which in turn helping in the suicide of the cell. That's why lysosomes are called as suicidal bags of the cell. Children, now let us understand one more very important cell organelle, that is mitochondria. Mitochondria is known as powerhouse of the cell. You know what a powerhouse does to a institution. Powerhouse supply power to the entire institution. Similarly, mitochondria does the same function of powerhouse. Mitochondria will have two membrane covering. Look at the image of the mitochondria and observe the covering of the mitochondria. Here you can see two coverings, one pink color covering, another one blue color covering. Pink color covering is the outer one and the blue color is inner layer. Outer membrane is porous, whereas inner membrane is folded. Children, you can clearly see blue color outer membrane, how it is folded. It is folded in order to increase surface area for generating ATP molecules. Let us now know why mitochondria is called as powerhouse of the cell. The energy required for various chemical activities needed for life is released by mitochondria in the form of ATP molecules. As energy required for the cell is released by mitochondria, it is called as powerhouse of the cell. These mitochondria produce ATP molecules. Then what are these ATP molecules? ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. They are energy rich molecules which are produced by mitochondria. Hence, it is known as energy currency of the cell. Mitochondria will have its own DNA and ribosomes. Therefore, they are able to prepare their own protein. Children, for the preparation of protein, there is need of DNA and ribosomes. In previous class, we have understood that DNA is present in nucleus, whereas DNA is also found in the mitochondria, which helps the mitochondria to prepare its own proteins. Now, let us know about another cell organelle which is mainly found in plant cells, that is plastids. Have you heard the term plastids? Plastids are again membrane bound cell organelles. These are present only in plant cells. These plastids are of two types. They are chromoplasts, that is colored plastids, and leucoplasts, that is colorless plastids. What are chromoplasts? Chromoplasts will have colored pigments in them, hence the name chromoplast. Chroma means color, whereas leucoplasts do not have any pigments, hence they are colorless plastids. These chromoplasts may have different pigments. If the chromoplasts have a pigment called as chlorophyll, then such chromoplasts are called as chloroplasts. Chloroplasts are the chromoplasts having chlorophyll pigment. Children, about chloroplasts you have been learning from your lower classes. These are the plastids containing chlorophyll pigment. Here you can see chloroplasts, green colored dots all over the cells of the plant. There will be green colored dots. Those green colored dots in the plant cells represents chloroplasts. Chloroplasts play very important role in photosynthesis. What is the pigment that is present in the chloroplast which makes it green in color? Yes children, that is chlorophyll pigment. But chloroplasts not just contain chlorophyll pigment, they will also contain other yellow and orange pigments in addition to chlorophyll. Let us now know structure of plastids. They have two-layered membrane. Here you can see chloroplast with two layers. Outer layer is there and inner layer is there. Both the layers of plastids are continuous. Inside the chloroplast there is colorless matrix called as stroma. Like mitochondria, plastids will also have their own DNA and ribosomes. That means that plastids can also prepare their own protein. Now, leucoplasts. What are leucoplasts? Leucoplasts are the plastids without any color. They are colorless plastids. Leucoplasts are colorless or white plastids that help in storing of materials like starch, oils, protein granules. So, leucoplast helps in storage, chloroplast or chromoplast helps in photosynthesis. Children, you are aware that plant parts will be having different color like green color leaves, yellow color flower, red color fruit. This color of the plant parts are due to chromoplast. Green color of the plant part is due to chloroplasts. Let us now understand about last cell organelle, that is vacuoles. Vacuoles are called as storage sacs of the cell. They are bag-like structure that stores the materials. Vacuoles are also membrane-bound cell organelles. It stores solid and liquid contents. Vacuoles are found both in plant and animal cell, whereas vacuoles are small sized in animal cells, while in plant cells they have large sized vacuoles. In plant cells, vacuoles cover almost 50 to 90% of the cell volume. It covers most space in the plant cell. Because of large sized vacuoles, in the plant cell, nucleus is pushed to the corner. Let us now understand what are the function of these vacuoles. Let us also understand why the plants have large sized vacuoles. In plant cells, there are large sized vacuoles which provide turgidity and rigidity to the cell. You are aware that plants cannot locomote. As the plants cannot locomote, they should be in the same place to withstand environmental conditions. For that, the cells of the plant should be rigid and turgid. Turgid means swollen. The turgid nature of the plant cell happens by vacuoles. Vacuoles store many materials in the plant cell that makes the vacuole swell up a little and provide turgidity and rigidity to the plant cell. These vacuoles will also store amino acids, sugars and various organic acids and proteins. You are aware that plants are organisms which synthesize the food. The food synthesized in the plants gets stored in these vacuoles. Let us understand some more functions of vacuoles. In some organisms, vacuoles are specialized to perform different functions. Like in amoeba, vacuoles are specialized as food vacuoles that helps in storing the food that is consumed by amoeba. Vacuoles are also specialized to expel water and other waste from the cell. Like in case of amoeba, vacuoles helps in storing the food and also expelling of the waste. Here you can see amoeba. Look at the vacuoles. Food vacuoles are labeled there, green color structures. Those are food vacuoles that helps in storing the food in the amoeba. Children, now let us discuss about differences of plant and animal cells. Based on presence and absence of cell organelles, there are differences in plant and animal cell. What are the main differences of plant and animal cell? In case of plant cell, there will be presence of rigid, tough outer covering called as cell wall, whereas cell wall is absent in animal cell. Then coming to the plastids. Plastids are found only in plant cells. Animal cells do not have plastids. In plant cells, vacuoles are large in size and generally single in number, whereas in animal cell, vacuoles are small sized but more in number. Plant cells do not change their shape generally. The reason is plant cell will have rigid cell wall, whereas animal cells like amoeba and white blood cells can change their shape as they do not have cell wall. These are the differences between plant and animal cells. I will show you a picture of plant and animal cell. Look at the plant and animal cell carefully. You can try to identify the differences that we have discussed. Look at the plant cell, children. It is having proper structure, hexagonal structure, whereas animal cell shape is not proper. Let us go for quiz time. Which of the following is absent in animal cell. Options are here: vacuoles, cell membrane, mitochondria, plastids. Yes, children, hope you have guessed it right. Correct answer is option D, plastids. Lysosomes function in the cell as suicidal bags, protein factory, kitchen, powerhouse. So, the correct option for the question is option A, suicidal bags. Organelle without a membrane is lysosomes, ribosomes, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum. From our discussion, we got to know that lysosomes, mitochondria and endoplasmic reticulum will have membrane. Which cell organelle do not have membrane? That is option B, ribosomes. Find the correct sentence. Enzymes packed in lysosomes are made through RER. RER and SER produce lipid and protein respectively. Endoplasmic reticulum is related to destruction of plasma membrane. Nucleoid is present inside the nucleoplasm of eukaryotic nucleus. Children, out of these 4 sentences, which is a correct one? First one, option A, that is enzymes packed in lysosomes are made through RER is the correct statement. Let us know why other 3 statements are wrong. RER and SER produce lipids and proteins respectively. No, that is because RER produce protein, SER produce lipids. Option C, endoplasmic reticulum is related to destruction of plasma membrane. That is also wrong because endoplasmic reticulum is related to construction of plasma membrane. Nucleoid is present inside the nucleoplasm of eukaryotic nucleus. No, that's also wrong because prokaryotes are found to have nucleoid and nucleoid is not seen in eukaryotes. Organelle other than nucleus containing DNA is, options are here: endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, mitochondria, lysosomes. Children, can you guess the correct answer? Yes, the correct answer is option C, mitochondria. From the discussion, take down some questions and write answers for those questions. Get it corrected from your teacher. First question, list down the functions of Golgi apparatus. Second question, what is membrane biogenesis? Which cell organelle is involved in this process? Write it down. Third question, why do plant cells have large sized vacuole? Next, fourth question, how are plastids similar to mitochondria? Last question, fifth one, differentiate between plant and animal cell. Children, write answers for this question and get it corrected from your teacher. Myself Kriti Hegde, working as assistant teacher at Adarsha Vidyalaya, Tatikallu, Mulbagal, Kolar district. Thank you.